Please take your seats. I heard somebody say the apostle cannot come here. Why can't I come here? I was here. Why fail to come to a place where I came from? I was a student here. Ing major. I was doing English and civic education. Yeah. I was here. Yeah, I was here. This place to me, I don't know why you people use this side. As we're using that side, everybody was facing this side. This is the place where I prophesied my wife. And I told her, the first time she attended, I told her, you're going to get married to a great man of God. Yeah, that's right here. She was seated somewhere there. Hallelujah. This is a place where I did marvelous things, mighty things right here at this institution. I used to do my deliverances from the other classes that side. Every Saturday 05, I'll have my fellow students cargoed in that place doing deliverance right here. So I was not just a normal student, because for me it was very abnormal to be normal in this abnormal generation. It was right here. It was right here when I prophesied a certain lecturer. I gave him a serious word, because I remember I once said, there is no prophet ever. All the prophets died in the Old Testament. I said, okay. I stood. I said, you are going for a meeting next week, huh? Said, yes. I said, I see your car in a road accident. And because you have said this, actually you are supposed to die. But because I've spoken, you are preserved. But 2 tires will be out. And it was like a joke. The devil had planned against them. And it happened. But they were preserved. Nobody died. It was right here when I gave prophecies to many people. One lady, I told her, you'll not be in Zambia. And people laughed. We are at Nkrumah University. And I said, you'll be in Canada. Everybody said, it's impossible. Right now, as I'm talking, she's in Canada. Right here. But one funny thing about my being here is that I was not everywhere. I was found in certain places at a particular time. I used to study from home and write assignments from home. And I would cite and give accurate quotes and quotations, if you like. Books that I never read, books that I never knew. But I used to quote exact pages. But I was never in class most of my times. Now listen. I was very close to completing when God called me right here. I was taught to leave. I'm not saying, there are people who are so zealous. Don't leave school. You will suffer. Listen. I was right here. I'm just giving you a brief background of who I am. I was here. I know every corner of this place. The ministry that I have began from here. You know that side pedesa behind? By then there were snakes. I don't know about now. Do you still have snakes that side? Huh? They are gone. You've seen them? Those big ones. That's where we started upper room from. I used to pray from there. Just behind there. From my room, we went to behind there. That's where my ministry began from. So I was about to complete. Then God told me, come out. I looked at school. I looked at everything. I looked at how I came. The monies I paid. But God said, come out. God began to show me my way. And I saw how everything was going to be. But I entered into an agreement with God. I told God to say, look, I've got friends who are going to complete their school. They will begin to work as teachers. I know they will access loans. They will drive. They will do this. They will get paid. They will buy that. They will be managing their house rent. What is it that is going to be my portion after I leave school? I told God, I'm not ready to go and minister, not until we agree on one thing. And I told God, I'm ready to go because I'm almost completing here. I'm ready to go on one condition. I told God, prosper me. I don't want to be poor. I already come from a poor background. I came from the biggest shanty compound called Makululu. You know that? It's the biggest. I came from there. So, then from there we went to railways. So I know what suffering is. From there we went to site and service. From there, John Leng. I don't know which shanty compound. I've never been. So I told God, you must prosper me. Then I'll go, I'll preach your word. Because I've seen pastors suffer. I don't want to be one of those that will suffer. I told God, let's agree. And we made a serious agreement. And God fulfilled his deal. And I'm fulfilling my deal today. When I left school, the day I was leaving, people came to advise me. My friends told me, please, when you begin to suffer, never you send us text messages asking for offering or contributions. I looked at them and I said, alas, it will never be. You've not seen where you are going. God showed me where I'm going. And I left. When I left, the first place I went to was a poultry. You know a poultry? That's where I started living. Yet God has told you, you'll be prosperous. I didn't last there. I went to another place actually that used to be a poultry again. Then it was turned into a house. And I started staying there. But by the time I was here at Nkrumah, I was already doing business. The same business I continued doing. I was doing it the time I was here. So when I started living in that poultry, God began to reveal mysteries to me. He began to entrust me with visions and dreams. From there, I moved. I went to another bigger house. I was renting. From there, I went to another bigger house. But I was one of those students that were trusted by certain lecturers They used to call me. I used to pray with them. I used to speak into their lives. This you need to know. Right now, I'm glad to tell you that I'm now going into my 8th year of ministry. We're 8, is it? We are now 8 years in ministry. 8 years since I left this place. In the same 8 years, I've owned and driven more than 14 cars. My people are here. Yeah, the first car I got, actually, I gave it out the second month. And I'm not talking about small cars. Listen, I wanted to, I know already there are some people who are religious. I don't want you to judge anything. Listen. In the same 8 years, I used to sit while you are seated. I want to give you a picture. Do you know one thing about a religious demon? If you're too religious, you begin to see pride in something that actually belongs to the person. When you hear somebody talk about their house, yeah, talk about God. Why are you talking about the house? I have God and I have a house. Why are you not? So I need to talk about both. In the same vein, I don't rent. I built my own. I'm trying to show you something here. I'm here today to raise a champion. I'm here to speak to a champion. I'm here to show you that you're not supposed to reach 50 years. I'm here to show you that you don't need a loan to become great. You need to believe in yourself in as much as you believe in God. And I'm also here to show you something, because I did not just do what I've said. I fought a battle. I fought what has been fighting my forefathers. This whole season, I've only got one message. And this is what I've brought to all of you. If I said I left this place and I became what I am today, I don't do ministry alone. I don't live on seed and tithe. No. I'm not that pastor that lives on seed and tithe. No. I sponsor my lifestyle. From day one of ministry, I lived for 7 years. I rejected any gift from the church. Because I told them, I want to show you that I don't live on seed and tithe. But God sent me in ministry to do His will.